Very good morning, guys. Today we are going to start the second unit. So already we have completed first unit, understanding of cloud computing. Second unit, we are going to study about basic fundamental of Azure. So that is getting started with Azure. So in this unit, we are going to touch upon Azure basics, Azure portal, preview portal, management portal, subscription management, billing, pricing calculator, Azure virtual machines, virtual machine basics, status, IP address, creating and configuring virtual machines, configuring VM disk, virtual machine management. So these are all the topic we are going to cover in the second unit. Now we will move on to particular topics. Very good afternoon, guys. Today we are going to discuss about Azure subscriptions. Actually, our title is Cloud Computing with Azure. Uh, Actually, this subscription is a logical grouping of Azure services that is linked to an Azure account. A signed Azure account can contain a multiple subscription. Billing for Azure services is done on a per subscription basis. Azure subscriptions have a multiple account administrator who has full control over the subscription, and a service administrator who has control over all services in the subscription. In addition to administrators, individual accounts can be granted detailed control of Azure resources through RBAC. In select and enable an Azure subscription, before you can work with Azure services, you need a subscription. Several subscription types are available. On the next slide, we are going to discuss about free accounts, MSDN subscription, and if you exceed the credit amount, your service will be disabled until next month starts. You can turn off the spending limit and a credit card to be used for the additional costs. Some of these cards are a discount for MSDN accounts. For example, you pay the Linux price, a virtual machines running Windows Server, and there is no additional charge for Microsoft servers such as Microsoft SQL Server. This makes MSDN accounts development and test scenarios. So in the next slide, we are going to discuss about BizSpark accounts. Microsoft BizSpark program in the periodically to startups. So one of these benefits is access to all the Microsoft software for development and test environments for up to 5 MSDN accounts. You can get $150 in Azure credit for each of those 5 MSDN accounts. and you pay produced rates for several of the Azure services such as virtual machines, etc. Pay as you go. So pay as you go. With this subscription, you pay for what you have spending, a credit card or debit card to the account. If you are an organization, you can also be approved for invoicing. Next, enterprise agreements. So we can classify in 3 level of accounts: Bismarck accounts, pay as you go. Third one is enterprise agreements. You can pay the average in arrears depending on the account of the commitment. You get a discount on the services in Azure. Grant administrative access to an Azure subscription. We can classify in 2 key roles. One is a service administrator, another one is a co-administrator. And you can use the Azure usage API to retrieve your usage data, and you can fine tune the billing usage information by tagging related Azure resources. For example, you can tag each of the resources in a resource group with a department name or project name, and then track the cost specifically for that one tag. You can use the Azure Rate Card API to list all the available resources along with the metadata and the pricing information about each of those resources. Forecast cost with the pricing calculator and setup billing alerts. And Azure Resource Manager. Resource Manager provides several benefits. You can deploy, manage and monitor all the resources for your solution as a group rather than handling these resources individually. You can repeatedly deploy your solution throughout the development life cycle and have confidence that your resources are deployed in a consistent state. You can manage your infrastructure through declarative templates rather than scripts. You can define the dependencies between resources so they are deployed in the correct order. You can apply access control to all services in your resource group because RBAC is natively integrated management platform. And you can apply tags on resources to logically organize all the resources in your subscription. You can clarify your organization's billing by viewing cost for a group of resources that share the same. And the tips for creating resource groups. When you are making decisions about your research groups, consider these tips. All the resources in a resource group should have the same life cycle. You can assign a resource to only one group at a time. You can add or remove a resource from a resource group at any time. Every resource must belong to a resource group. So if you remove a resource from one group, you must add it to another. You can move most types of resources to a different resource group at any time. The resources in a resource group can be in different regions. You can use a resource group to control access for the resources in it. And building resource manager templates. So in the resource manager template consists of 4 sections. One is parameters, variables, resources, and up to this discussion, if you have any query or any clarification or any doubt, you have to send the mail p.muttusamy@galgodiauniversity.edu.in, or otherwise you have to make a call 97901 Thanks for listening. Thanks to all. Output. So with this, I conclude Azure subscriptions. Thank you.